Remember when I made a video about the programs that you should avoid here in Canada as an international student? That video have gotten so much attention. So in this video, let's talk about the reasons why those programs is a big no for an international student. So buckle up and let's dive into it. Hey, my name is Coach MC and you're watching SLA Planners Steadily Explore Canada, and our mission is to help aspiring international students with an easy and actionable guide towards your Canadian dream. So if you're new to our channel, make sure that you are subscribed, and also if you want to see more videos like this, make sure that you like this video. By the way, we are having an event here. United Arab Emirates is coming July 22nd and 23rd. If you're here in the UAE, make sure that you drop by, and you will be meeting other aspiring students and approved students here that are about to go to Canada. And also, if you want to be visited as well, comment below your country and we'll make that happen for you. There's so many programs here in Canada. It is actually confusing for a newcomer or a new aspiring international student to choose the right one for them. So number one bad program for an international student is taking a short course program or a program that has less than 8 months duration. The main reason for that is if your goal is to stay here in Canada after graduation and you wanted to get the postgrad work permit, the main requirement is to get the program that has at least 8 months long. So if you get a program for 1 year, you get 1 year postgrad work permit. If you get a program with 2 years duration, then you get up to 3 years postgrad work permit. There's so many students made the mistake on this where they pick a program, it looks like a 2-year program, but it's not. There is a fine print on the program page where it says it's not eligible for postgrad work permit. So you just have to make sure that you're looking into that, double check with admission, and always double check with someone that is familiar with admission for international students. Bad program number 2 is a program that is being delivered by a non-DLI school here in Canada. If you're a non-DLI school or you're a private school, most of the time, you are not eligible for the postgrad work permit. So when you're taking a program from a private school, make sure that you check the website, the CIC website. Always ensure that you're getting a postgrad work permit after graduation, unless you don't want to have the postgrad work permit. So I already met so many students when I had the event in Vancouver. There's so many students who took this route and they actually made a mistake, and now they're trying to switch their school to a public school. So you don't want to waste your time, you don't want to waste your money. Just go to a public school, because most of the time, not all the time, publicly funded schools are eligible for postgrad work permit. So let's say you got approved using that LOA that you got from the private school here in Canada. You cannot just immediately change your school. You can only change your school once you arrive in Canada and once you start studying here in Canada. So if you change your school outside Canada, you won't be able to do that unless you have to apply for the new study permit application. Bad program number 3 is taking a downgrade program. There are like 2 main reasons why we don't want you to take a downgrade program. Number 1, if you wanted to have a career progression here in Canada. For example, if you're a nurse, I do not recommend that you take the personal support worker program because you are actually a nurse already. The next one that you have to take after getting your bachelor's degree is the postgrad nursing. So that will actually help you become a registered nurse here in Canada. And number 2 reason why we don't want you to take the downgrade program is we don't want you to be tagged as a red flag student, because they will check your study plan and they will see if there is a career progression. If the visa officer won't able to see that, then they will refuse your application. So this is important. Please do not take a downgrade program. It's okay to take a diploma program if you have a bachelor's degree, as long as you can actually defend that on your study plan. And I made a video about that here in this video, so please watch that after this video. Number 4 bad program for international student is taking an unrelated program. best example here, if you are a business graduate and you've been working as let's say an accountant for so many years, and suddenly you just wanted to take nursing here in Canada. Number one, it will be difficult for you to get into admission because you don't have the healthcare subjects during your bachelor's degree. You don't have chemistry, biology. And number two, it will be difficult for you to adopt here in Canada. They may think that you might fail that program because you do not have any experience related to healthcare. The only reason why some students can transition because they shown the life experiences. So if you wanted to shift that career, make sure that you back this up with supporting documents, and also have a clear study plan so that the visa officer will understand why are you changing your career. But then again, this is not a recommended program, but if you can be able to pull that off, then you're good. Number 5 bad program for an international student who wanted to settle here in Canada. That's my keyword, settle in Canada, is when you choose a program that is not in demand in Canada, when you choose a program that is actually saturated already in a specific location here in Canada. So here in Canada, they need this 82 occupations in Canada, right? So you have already the idea what are the programs that will lead you to permanent residency. And if you take a saturated program here in Canada, make sure that you choose the right location, because you don't want to take a business program in Toronto and then there's gonna be tough competition when you graduate. It will be harder for you to get your permanent residency. It end up you have to move to a new province. So double check, assess yourself, what are your skills, and then assess what are the occupations that Canada are looking for, so that you will be able to transition to your permanent residency after graduation. And that will lead me to my next point, and that would be taking a program without a PR pathway for you. So unless you don't want to be a permanent resident here in Canada, then that's totally fine. But if you wanted to stay here in Canada, take a program that will help you get your residency here. Again, I gave you a hint already that Canada has the 82 in-demand occupations already. They have tons of skills that they really need here in Canada. You just have to double check the CIC website and match your skills, and then match the program that will lead you to that occupation. If you need help when it comes to choosing the right program and choosing the right occupation here in Canada, you can reach out to us. And thank you again for watching. Please watch the next video where we talk about the in-demand occupations here in Canada, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!